Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now behind us is a cool casino, the Flamingo. It's one of the... Oh, she's just talking so you can see. I'm like, what is Joy doing? It's one of the older casinos here in Vegas. Not the building you see behind us, but the Flamingo was there, turned down, and built a bigger and better Flamingo over time. Now I like it because in it there's a wild flamingo habitat. Well, they're not wild, they're captive, but I still think they're wild animals.
Flamingos and flamingos.
Yeah. So we're gonna go check out that garden and show you the darker side behind that beauty. And just so you know, it is very beautiful in there with those flamingos. It's almost like paradise, so much that we're outside actually the city limit of Las Vegas, even though this is the Las Vegas Strip. We're at a town called Paradise. So there is a little piece of paradise in Paradise at the Flamingo Hotel. So step right up, let's go for this ride. She's got legs, she knows how to use it. Joy, did you know the Flamingo was named the Flamingo by Bugsy Siegel because his girlfriend had some legs? Hey now. Here's what we came to the Flamingo to see. Oh yes, they do have real life flamingos. In the Flamingo, if you walk to the back, there is a flamingo habitat. They have more than just flamingos. They also have the black swan hanging out in this koi pond. One thing about flamingos, in case people don't know, they might be beautiful, but they smell. Seeing that they're not naturally born pink, they get pink from all the food they eat. And all that food is little pieces of shellfish that smells, but they are beautiful. Joy? John Waters would be proud. Yeah, it's the pink flamingo. I came here thinking I was going to see divine. They were actually really birds. And big fish. But Joy, no fishing for the fish, and you also can't feed them or toss coins, because even though they're good luck koi fish, they're not prosperous with coins. She called them over, and all the fish knew she was coming. All the birds. And if you want, you can take your photo with their celebrities, all these rescued parrots. Well, it looks like we have a macaw, an African grays. Joy wants a macaw named Tequila. Joy, what color one would you go for? You like the blue with the yellow belly? I like the blue with the yellow belly. So Joy, you want a map? Because she's one who wants to come see flamingos, get it? But I really wanted because I collect maps and brochures. I thought she was going to go, oh yeah! And then she didn't, so I had to walk back to get the map. Wildlife Habitat was established in 1995 and is currently home to over 60 exotic birds, as well as turtles and 300 large fish. They are. Wow. I knew it was a flamingo exhibit. I didn't know it was also all these other birds. There seems to be 3 little ducks swimming around here. Joy, you haven't know those 3 ducks' names?
Huey, Dewey, Louie.
You said Huey, Dewey, Louie? You were right. That's exactly what I said. You beat me to my punchline. And this bird's here to steal their food. You know what that makes him?
A thief?
No, a Scrooge. Have a pretty flamingo fountain. And it looks like they wrote the flamingo here just for your selfie spot. Whoa. Nothing like makes you love flamingos like thinking that he's spitting all that juice all throughout the fountain. Now there's one more thing I want to show you near the Flamingo exhibit. If you go up towards the Garden Chapel, like I was saying, it is paradise for those flamingos. It's so beautiful, so pretty, but the flamingo does have a little bit of a dark past to it. We're just looking for it. I think it's over here. If you walk towards the chapel, that looks like a chapel to me. So if you stand, Joy, be quiet. There's a private wedding in progress at the Garden Chapel, and you turn 180. There's this unusual memorial here, and you're like, who is this memorial for? I'll tell you. This memorial is for Bugsy Siegel, born Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. And what's interesting is where this chapel is, and this garden is where the original Flamingo stood that he helped build. It originally opened December 26, 1946, and it stood here till December 14th, 1993. Many of you might not know who Bugsy Siegel is. Bugsy Siegel is a man from Brooklyn. He grew up in the Jewish mafia. He started hustling little shopping street vendors, like hot dog guys, but I don't know what they were back then. And he's like, I'll protect your car, but if you don't give me the dollar, I'm gonna burn down your car. It was his first racketeering thing, and he grew bigger. Accused hitman for some people, but he came to Vegas in the 40s, fell in love with it, and he saw the Flamingo and they were building it, and he's like, ooh, I want to be part of that. So he used his powers to take over. The owner didn't die. He signed it over to Bugsy Siegel, and he built this thing. And he wanted not just a little casino. He wanted the luxury. He wanted the showgirls, the alcohol, the gambling. He wanted celebrities from Hollywood to be coming to his casino. Well, when it first opened, though, the problem was it wasn't really finished yet. It didn't even have the floors done and all this stuff. And it opened, and it didn't open that great. So they had to shut it down in 46. Wait a little, build it a little more, and open in 47. But sadly, in that time, Bugsy Siegel was hanging at a friend's house in LA, and someone shot him through the window dead. He never even got to see the Flamingo in all of its glory and know that it lasted all this time. But I do think it's funny that a man that started in some sort of mob, racketeering, bootlegging, he got out of bootlegging because Prohibition ended, to possibly hitman, built a casino, and now we have a memorial to him. Since that day, look, here he talks about it. Misplaced on June 20th, 1947, 300 miles from Las Vegas at the Beverly Hills mansion of his girlfriend, Virginia Hill. Bugsy was killed in a hail of gunfire by unknown sounds. They never caught the man that killed him. Since that day, the Flamingo has changed hands 4 times, including its final sale from Park Place Entertainment in 2005. And now you can come here and look at this beautiful garden of flamingos, but know that the man that helped made it was a killer. Supposedly. Joy just comes for the flamingos. I come for the weird mafia, mob history.
I was like, cool, I saw the birds. Let's go, I'm hungry.
Yeah, she's hungry. I want to go. So, since Joy is hungry, and we saw the 2 things that we wanted to see at the Flamingo. The birds for her. We saw flamingos at the Flamingo. Bugsy Siegel Memorial for me. I think we could call this one Flamingo Hotel and Casino. Been there, done that. Remember, folks, safe travels.
Hopefully good eats right now.
Yeah, we're gonna go get some good eats and live life. We found a hummingbird here in the Flamingo Garden. You see his long tongue, Joy? Stick it in there to get the nectar.